Welcome again to India Edu tutorials. Now let's discuss some more examples related to simple and compound interest. First example is, how long will it take for a sum of money to grow from rupees 1250 to rupees 10,000 if it is invested at 12.5% per annum simple interest? Now, to solve this type of questions, first note down that what value is what. Now here we have given that 12.5% is the rate. So our R is 12.5%. Now how long will it take for the sum of the money? That is T is equal to question mark, that we need to find out. Now the main confusion that students face is to find out the value of P and A. That what is the value of P and what is the value of A. Generally what happens, the lowest value in the question is P and the higher value is A if only one case is given. But because here it is given that the sum of money to grow from rupees 1250, that is, this is the value that he has invested. So this is our P, which is 1250, and it finally grew to rupees 10,000. This means this is the final amount that he has received at the end. So 10,000 is the amount that he has received, and P is that amount or that sum that a person invests. Now we need to find out our time period. So simple interest in this case would be using the formula, which is A minus P. A is 10,000 minus 1250, which gives us 8750. Now using the basic formula of the simple interest is P into R into T upon 100. Simple interest is 8750. P, which is 1250, into R 12.5, into T we need to find it upon 100. Solve this, we will get 100 into 8750 upon 1250 into 12.5 is equal to 2. T. Solve this and you will get 56 as the answer, and 56 years is the time T. We have put years here because the rate is given in per annum. That is, the rate of interest is yearly. So our time is also calculated in years. Now let's have another example. Next example is rupees 5,887 is divided between Shyam and Ram such that Shyam's share at the end of 9 years is equal to Ram's share at the end of 11 years compounded annually at the rate of 5%. Find the share of Shyam. Now in this question we need to find out the share of Shyam. So let's suppose the share of Shyam is represented by S. That is the share of Shyam. Now it is given that what Shyam will get at the end of 9 years. So S9 will be equal to what Shyam will get at the end of 9 years, which will be P into 1 plus R by 100 to the power N. P over here, that is the principal. Initial share is S. 1 plus R by 100 is 5 by 100. N, which is 9 years, 9, which gives us S into 1 plus 0.05 to the power 9, or say S into 1.05 to the power 9. Similarly, Ram's share, say, is R. Now, at the end of 11 years, so R 11, what will Ram get will be equal to R into 1 plus 5 upon 100 to the power N, which is 11. So we will get 1.05 to the power 11. We have calculated this because we need to understand what the question is saying. Here the question is saying that the Shyam's share at the end of 9 years is equal to Ram's share at the end of 11 years. Now this is our one equation and this is our second equation, and according to the question both these equations are equal because this Shyam share is equal to Ram's share. So now we will equate both these equations and we will get S into 1.05 to the power 9 is equal to R into 1.05 to the power 11. S by R is equal to 1.05 to the power 11, 1.05 to the power 9. This will give us 1.05 to the power 11 minus 9 because if the values are same over here and only the powers are different, so we will subtract them, which will give us 1.05 square. After solving this, we'll get 441 upon 400. So ratio of Shyam's share and Ram's share is 441 divided by 400. But we need to find out the share of Shyam. So using our concept of the ratio and proportion, we will find out the Shyam's share. So Shyam's share S will be equal to 441, this is the ratio of the Shyam, upon 441 plus 400, that is summation of the ratios, into the actual amount which was divided, which is 5887. We'll get 441 upon 881 into 5887. After solving this, we will get 3087 rupees. So share of Shyam is 3087 rupees. For practicing more questions and for more tutorials, stay tuned with indiaedu.com.